feel to get back on the board with that touchdown over the weekend?
Felt great, getting back on there, getting that 0 to a 1, so feels good.
How do you feel like your relationship has with Kevin has grown from last year to this year?
Oh, we've grown like we've known each other now for about 4 years, so it can only grow so much. So, we always hang out together and we do everything together. So yeah, it's my brother.
What have you kind of felt like this offense has really kind of settled into as far as an early identity, and do you think that identity is developed, fully just yet?
Also, yeah, so the offense, we always want to be able to play fast and physical, and that's one thing Coach Lashley really harps on. And so, we've been playing fast and physical, but there's a lot of things we can clean up if it's discipline. We've had a lot of penalties the past few games, and just things like that. But we've been playing fast, and it's just stuff we got to clean up.
This season, you've been listed at wide receiver on the depth chart. How do you see your role evolving in the SMU offense?
Oh, so yeah, I guess I've been playing a lot of receiver, but the way we run our offense is those slot guys, tight ends, they really do everything on the field, and so I know every position to play. I could line up at outside, I could line up at tight end. So at this point in my career, I feel like I can do anything.
What have you learned about Kevin through these first 3 games? It seems like his production's kind of taken a step up, but also has had some mistakes too. What have you learned from him and watching him playing with him?
Oh yeah, Kevin. I think he's playing good. He's leading us well, and there's stuff he can clean up. Like the first game, he had that pick, and then Missouri State, he threw that pick the first drive, and there's some stuff as a team that we can clean up because some of those picks aren't completely on him. Sometimes the routes weren't as good, and stuff like that we got to clean up. But I think Kevin's been playing pretty well. He's been playing really tough.
With TJ coming in as the running back, that's really kind of taken the lead. It seems like early on. What did you see that in him right away? From when he got it here in fall camp, because he didn't get the summer with you guys.
Yeah, with TJ, yeah, I remember the first time I saw him run. We were going live, and he ran somebody over, and I was like, oh yeah, he's not looking to run out the way. He's running through you, and so he's a guy that he's a bruiser, and there's a bunch of different types of backs, but I love watching guys that are they're not looking to run around you. They're just trying to freight train right through you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's such a different feel from Rashard, I'm sure.
Yeah. Brashard, he's running around you, not TJ.
Yeah.
Looking ahead to TCU, they've got some talented guys in the secondary. What excites you about the challenge they present?
Yeah, I love challenges. We've been challenged this year, and sometimes we think the challenge is going to come later in the year, but this year the challenges have come early for us, and so playing these guys, it's a big challenge, just as a team, but as a city, and so we're ready for that challenge, and we can't wait.
What would it mean to you to win on Saturday and keep the skillet in Dallas?
Yeah, this is my last ride, so yeah, if I can do whatever I can to keep it in here, I'm gonna do it.
What challenges going over there face you guys? Like, what do you remember about some of those games in the past over there?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be loud and it's gonna be a toxic environment. Those fans, they hate us and we hate them back, and so that's something that's that's just how it's gonna be, and so that's how it's gonna be forever.
Thanks, RJ.
All right, thank y'all. Oh, water.
What are your emotions going into this game? Last Iron Skillet for you.
Really trying to not bring emotions into it, just treat it like another game, So that's really all it is to it, It's just really just the fourth game on the schedule, honestly.
Looking back at last week, got put in some tough spots early on, but the defense seemed to really settle in. What do you attribute the defense's success to last week?
Really just, going into halftime, we was able to get the lead. The coach told us just the main thing was just to finish. So we knew as long as we kept them off the board, we was going to win the game. So, we started off a little sluggish, but we was just able to, any dub in college football is a good dub. So
When you look at this
Just they got a good quarterback. He's a returning starter. He's able to make some tough throws, stay in the pocket. He's able to take hits and all that. So he's a good quarterback. They have he has some good guys around him and stuff. So overall, just a good team. So nothing too much we could take away. But it's like I played them 4 years. So it's kind of the same things. Some things are still different. They're gonna change it up because they are playing us again for a fourth time. But it's really all the same, really, honestly.
What do you think, kind of internally, what's it like for the defense this year? Because kind of a mixed bag of all sorts of things over the course of this year. Just what's it like being on this defense right now, and just kind of the difference between this year and last year?
Last year we just lost a lot of guys, so it's, obviously the difference is just people on the team. But there's different personalities, different type of leader roles on the team, honestly. So it's really just honestly, it's like it's a big difference. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's honestly just just different guys. The only thing I would probably say is we just probably been around each other more and stuff. So it's some new transfers, but it's also some guys who's been in the system 2-3 years. So it's really just a lot of familiarity on the team, honestly.
Yeah, after the first 3 weeks, is this kind of the game that you guys circle and you kind of say, hey, we've got to kind of put it all together this week?
Basically, yes, especially mainly for the fans, honestly, because we could go 1-11, but if you get the TCU game, at least some part of the SMU program is happy. But we just got to get this dub, honestly, especially because we kind of had a rough start. The Baylor game, I still think about that. I feel like we should have come out with the dub on that one. Then Missouri State, we didn't do too good. So honestly, you saw really all just we all been trying to get together, come together, see what we got to do to change this around. So this game really is gonna honestly, and not make or break our season, but it's gonna be a big factor to it.
And you talked about it a little bit, but there have been a bunch of different guys making plays. I think at least 5 guys with interceptions so far this year. So what does that say about the guys in the secondary, and if you guys can put it all together at the same time, how special that group could be?
Real special because we all cool with each other. We all hang out outside of football, but it's really as long as all three positions are what's the name? We can move like a one-man machine. I feel like that's what really makes us great because most of the time, whenever we have a interception or something, it's like our D-line does something to affect the throw or something like that. So as long as each position does their job, we all that's when we all are successful. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.